Hey my lovelies, I hope you're all safe and well. It's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this week's Facebook card reveals for you all. Just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's been bearing with me. Obviously, as you know, I'm on jury service this week and I will also be on jury service next week. So a lot of my work is getting delayed and a lot of my work I was busy and booked up anyway. So it's further delaying stuff. So if you're waiting for a voice recording reading with me, I will be doing them. You're on the list, so I haven't forgotten anybody. Obviously Zooms and everything I'm limiting just to weekends at the moment until I'm back in properly. Please, where possible guys, take advantage of the spaces I have free for the face-to-face events, because that's the best way to come get your readings, to come and see me, so that you're not waiting for years and years and years. So we've got the upcoming event at Stallbridge this coming Sunday. I still have a couple of spaces for that. I'm also going to be back in Avebury on the 16th of April. There's a couple of spaces still there, and towards the end of April, can't quite remember the date off the top of my head, but it's all on my website, I'm going to be back at the Be My Calm in Weston-super-Mare. So dates are popping up. Just want to say a massive thank you as well to everybody that's continuing to purchase the tickets for my tour. Oh my god, it's shaping up to be a pretty fabulous tour this year, I have to say. I mean, it was fabulous last year, but it was even more fabulous this year. Frome is now officially over halfway sold out. That's happening on the 30th of April. So if you're thinking of coming to Frome but you've yet to purchase a ticket, don't leave it too late, guys, because you could end up missing out. And a reminder, as I did say the other day, I'm not going to be doing repeats of any of the venues. So whereas last year I did a couple of the same venues more than once, this year, once that date is done and that sort of venue is done, I won't be revisiting until next year's tour. Just to let everybody know. Also Melksham, for those of you that are coming to see me in Melksham, thank you very much if you purchased a ticket. We're creeping up to the halfway point there as well. I've had a feeling that one was going to be quite busy. So if you're thinking of coming to Melksham, and again, if you've yet to book a ticket but you'd like to come, don't leave it too late, because you may well miss out. And I would hate for you guys to do that. Okay, I think that's all I need to talk about, reference my little waffles. So let's go into the cards. Let's have a look and see what's happening. So as we're going into card one, we're going into the energy of Poppy and dreams. So, or dream, I should say. So it could be a couple of things with this card. It could be that maybe dreams have been a bit fleeting. Maybe you've been struggling to get some sleep. And if that's the case, this is suggesting and saying that things are going to start to improve. What's good with the sort of herb of poppy is you can actually sort of have some loose poppies, either poppy seeds or the poppy itself, in a little sort of organza bag, and you can have it near your bed, near your pillow, or underneath your pillow if you wanted to. And that's really good to sort of help you sleep deep if you have been struggling. But I also see dreams as some of you have been getting a lot of information, a lot of download in your dreams. So make sure, where possible, you're keeping those dream journals, those dream diaries, because sometimes it's quite hard to remember what's been happening. I've had it recently where I've been getting massive amounts of download, massive amounts of information through the dream time. So much so, I actually had a dream a couple of weeks ago prior to starting this jury service. I didn't know who the person was, but I was dreaming of like sitting opposite a lady in this big room, and I didn't really know why I was being shown it. But it has actually been that very lady is on jury service with me, and we've got chatting and had a little bit of a connection. So it's quite interesting. So yeah, information and downloads do happen in our dream time. So if you're struggling with something as well, a really good thing you can do is just sort of put your question to the universe, like do it one at a time, as otherwise you'll be getting too much coming back to you. But if you've got something you're really struggling with or needing some clarity on, before you go to sleep, ask the universe to help you with it. Ask in your dream time, you know, your spirit guides, your loved ones, your angels, just the universe in general, can you help me with this? And you'll be surprised what information may come back to you. It might not happen straight away. It might be a bit of a process, but if the information is available for you to know, a link will be created for you to know about that. So pay attention to those dreams, guys, because there's always hidden messages. There's always hidden pieces of information, but sometimes we forget to invest and look into that, and it kind of just gets left in the sort of ether of our mind, but it's there for a reason. Now then, as we're moving into card 2, we're going into the energy of Motherwort. That's the herb, because this is the Herbal Astrology Oracle, as you know. And we're going into the card of Strength. Strength is very much like sort of strength in conventional tarot. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Maybe some of you are really being challenged. Maybe some of you are really being tested at the moment. Maybe some of you are having to tap into an inner strength that you never even realised you had accessibility to. Maybe you're tapping into an energy that you didn't even think really resided within you. But it's there, and harness it, own it, and make it work for you. Strength doesn't always have to be challenging, and sometimes it is quite heavy going to constantly be the strong one, or to have to constantly keep sort of moving over these adjustments, these speed bumps of life. But, you know, when you do sort of move forward, when you do overcome an obstacle, a challenge, a fear, a teaching, a learning, a lesson, celebrate that for what it is. I think some of us forget so much to stop and celebrate, you know, and that's also really, really important with this. And this is why I feel like with this card of Strength, she's this kind of older kind of crone. She's kind of had to go through lots of lessons, lots of teachings, lots of experiences, and she's still learning. You know, with the card of Strength, we'll always be learning a deeper bond with ourselves. We'll always be learning a deeper piece of magic that resides within us, and it's remembering to celebrate that for what it is. You know, just for this week, but during jury service, it's really pulled me out of my comfort zone, and I have a lot of social anxiety in situations I'm not comfortable with. You know, give me a stage, give me a demo, and I'm well away, but put me in a room full of strangers to do something more practical, and that is mega out of my comfort zone. And it's not just the jury service itself, it's the drive down, because I get really bad anxiety with driving, and everything else. So it's quite a sort of thing. So for me, I see this on a personal level. I'm really sort of tapping into that vibration of strength on a personal level for me this week and next week, as you guys might be doing as well. So own it, celebrate it, but remind yourself how well you're doing, you know, if you are going through that energy. It's that whole thing of what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, and everything we go through in life can be overcome. It's remembering to give yourself permission. The mental mind knows no restrictions. It's only what we choose to place on it as a limitation. Push past the limitation and you'll strive for something of better quality. And finally, if you've been drawn to card 3, we're going into the energy of the herb of horsetail and the card of patience. Oh, patience is one of my real sort of bugbears. I hate having to be patient. I really struggle with that on a personal level, because I've got a creative mind and I am Capricorn. We like instant results, and some of you guys might be feeling that if you've been drawn to this card. You might be struggling a little bit with the theme of patience, because maybe you're wanting something a little bit like yesterday, but sometimes things are not meant to happen in that moment. We don't always know why in that moment, but sometimes things go on to become. It's like I was talking a lot about patience to somebody the other day, actually. Well, we're having a big conversation actually on this subject matter. And, you know, I sort of said to somebody, I understand now why something didn't happen back then, because the energy just wasn't right, even though I really wanted it to happen back then. So sometimes what we feel is a block or a hindrance or a setback is actually Spirit's way of protecting us. But it's learning to value the energy of patience for what it is, because maybe it wasn't meant to happen in those moments much as we wanted it to. And when it does happen, it will be even more rewarding than before. But it is a tricky one, this one, patience. But if you're up against something, have that patience, because it will come good in the end. And everything, you know, comes to us in the right timing, when the right timing is meant to be. Not when we would like it to be, when the timing truly is meant to be. So if you're feeling like this is testing you a little bit at the moment, there'll be a deeper reason as to why, you know. So remember that a little bit if you can, you know. It is hard, it is challenging sometimes, particularly when we feel like we're entitled to something and it's not coming to us, but there'll be a reason. And it could be the universe is waiting, holding fire for something of better quality to come. And it might be that if you go for it then and now, you'll be actually sacrificing further on down the road, you know, if that makes sort of sense. So I'll leave these cards with you. I hope they sort of resonate and do help you a little bit. Stay safe, stay well, stay fabulous. Sorry that I'm quite quiet this week for anybody that has been messaging me, and if I'm slow getting back to you, it's nothing personal, but keep purchasing those tickets because that does mean a lot. Let's get some of these venues filled up and sold out and make this tour even more fabulous than last year. And I look forward to seeing some of you lovelies very soon. Love and blessings. Take care. Bye for now.